I'm going to be reading an article to you from the National Safety Council entitled Fire Safety. Cooking and heating are the leading causes of home fires and fire injuries, and winter months are the peak time for fire-related deaths. With Fire Prevention Week celebrating its 100th anniversary last October, it's a perfect time to review and practice fire safety. First, minimize your risks. The good news, deaths from home fires in the U.S. have trended downward since the 1970s, according to Injury Facts. But even one death from a preventable fire is too many. While fire doesn't discriminate by age, it's the third leading cause of death for children 1 to 14. When cooking, make fire safety a priority by keeping these tips in mind. Be alert. If you are sleepy or have consumed alcohol, don't use the oven or stove. Stay in the kitchen while you're frying, grilling, boiling, or broiling food. When simmering, baking, or roasting, check the food regularly, remain in the kitchen while cooking, and use a timer. Lastly, keep anything that can catch fire away from your stovetop. Heating is the second leading cause of home fires. Follow these tips from the American Red Cross. Keep all flammables like paper, clothing, bedding, drapes, or rugs at least 3 feet from a space heater, stove, or fireplace. Never leave portable heaters and fireplaces unattended. Turn off heaters and make sure fireplace embers are extinguished before leaving the room. If you must use a space heater, place it on a level, non-flammable surface like ceramic tile, not on a rug or carpet. Keep children and pets away from space heaters. And lastly, when buying a space heater, look for models that shut off automatically if the heater falls over. Other top causes of fire include smoking, electrical problems, and candles. To minimize risks, institute a no smoking policy in the house. Check all cords and replace any that are frayed or have bare wires. Switch to flameless candles. Keep matches and lighters high and out of children's reach in a locked cabinet. Working smoke alarms are a must. About 3 out of 5 fire deaths happen in homes without working smoke alarms. Smoke alarms are a key part of home fire escape plan, providing early warning to reduce your risk of dying in a fire. The National Fire Protection Association recommends you install fire alarms on every level of your home, inside bedrooms, and outside sleeping areas, on the ceiling or high on the wall. Keep smoke alarms away from the kitchen, at least 10 feet from the stove, to reduce false alarms. Use special alarms with strobe lights and bed shakers for people who are hard of hearing or deaf. Test smoke alarms monthly. Replace batteries in your smoke alarm and your carbon monoxide detector annually. And replace smoke alarms that are 10 years old or more. Then make an escape plan. A home fire is reported every 88 seconds. Once a smoke alarm sounds, a fire can spread quickly, leaving only a minute or two to escape. That's why it's so important to have a home escape plan. Start by drawing a map of your home and follow these guidelines from the NFPA. Plan 2 ways to escape from each room. Make sure all doors and windows leading outside open easily. Identify secondary routes, a window onto an adjacent roof or a collapsible ladder from a second floor window. If you live in a multi-story building, plan to use the stairs, never the elevator. Lastly, designate an outside meeting place a safe distance from the home. Now practice your fire escape plan. Everyone, including children, needs to know your family's escape plan. The National Fire Protection Association indicates 71% of Americans have a home fire escape plan, but only 47% have practiced it. Practice your fire drill with everyone in the house at night and during the day, twice a year. Remember to practice getting out with your eyes closed, crawling low to the floor, and keeping your mouth covered. Practice closing doors behind you. Practice how to stop, drop, and roll if your clothes catch on fire. Practice testing door handles to see if they are hot before opening them, and teach children never to hide and how to escape on their own in case you can't help them. When and how to use a fire extinguisher. Always put your safety first. If you are not confident in your ability to use a fire extinguisher, get one out. If you're not confident, in your ability to use a fire extinguisher, to get out and to call 911, The American Red Cross has suggestions for you to evaluate the situation. So you want to ensure everyone has left or is leaving the home, that the fire department has been called, that the fire is small and not spreading, and that there's not much smoke, that your back is to an exit you can quickly use, and that you remember the acronym PASS, P-A-S-S. P stands for pull the pin of your fire extinguisher, then aim low at the base of the fire, sweep the handle slowly, and squeeze. Not all fire extinguishers will work on every fire. For home use, the National Fire Protection Association recommends a multi-purpose device large enough to put out a small fire, but not so heavy that it will be difficult for you to handle. Then make sure to review the instructions once a year.